Welcome back to Dr. Chris's Key to the Manager's Mindset. Today, we're going to explore an incredibly powerful concept that can transform your personal and professional life: emotional intelligence. Yes, you heard it right. It's not just about how smart you are or the knowledge you have, but how well you understand and manage your emotions and those of others around you. It's about turning the tides of your emotional currents in the right direction to sail smoothly in the sea of life. So buckle up as we dive deep into the ocean of emotions, uncovering the treasures of emotional intelligence. Stay tuned, because this journey is going to be a roller coaster of insights and revelations that can help you master your emotions and elevate your life. Let's get started. Have you ever pondered why some individuals are more adept at managing their emotions than others? The essence of it lies in a concept known as emotional intelligence, or EI for brevity. This theory surpasses merely cognitive intelligence, reaching into the domain of emotions and our comprehension and control of them. Emotional intelligence is the aptitude to identify, comprehend, and regulate not just our own emotions, but also those of others around us. It is a vital constituent in both our private and occupational spheres. Everything from fostering and preserving relationships to making decisions and resolving problems, EI is the foundation of how we engage with the world that surrounds us. But from where did this notion arise? Emotional intelligence possesses a rich pedigree, with its roots stretching back to the onset of the 20th century. Nevertheless, it was only in the 1990s when psychologists John Mayer and Peter Salovey formally delineated it, marking a significant landmark: the study of emotions. Their work ignited the interest of psychologist Daniel Goleman, who built upon their research and brought emotional intelligence into the mainstream consciousness. Goleman pinpointed 5 crucial elements: self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. As time has passed, the interpretation of emotional intelligence has seen an evolution. What was once regarded as a soft skill is now acknowledged as a core facet of human behavior, swaying everything from to individual well-being. The voyage towards comprehending emotional intelligence isn't a linear path. It's a journey of self-discovery, introspection, and learning. It's about pinpointing our emotional strengths and weaknesses and harnessing this knowledge to steer our interactions with others. So as we set off on this exploration of emotional intelligence, let's remember that it's more than merely a psychological theory. It's a mechanism for personal development, a compass to guide our interactions, and a prism through which we perceive and react to the world. Emotional intelligence isn't just about grasping your own emotions, but also about how effectively you can interpret the emotions of others. Self-awareness is the first step towards emotional intelligence. But what does it really mean? Well, in the simplest terms, self-awareness is our ability to see ourselves clearly. It's about understanding our strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and emotions. It's like holding a mirror to our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Picture this. You're at work and you receive a critical email from your boss. You feel a rush of anger, your heart rate increases, and your mind starts racing. Self-awareness in this situation is recognizing these feelings of anger, understanding where they're coming from, and acknowledging the physical changes happening in your body. But why is self-awareness so important in emotional intelligence? It's because it allows us to understand and manage our emotions better, making us more in tune with ourselves. It's the foundation of emotional intelligence, setting the stage for other components like self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills. Now you might be wondering, how can I become more self-aware? Well, there are several techniques you can use. First, practice mindfulness. This means focusing your attention on the present moment without judgment. It can be as simple as paying attention to your breath, the sensations in your body, or the thoughts running through your mind. Mindfulness helps you tune into your emotions and reactions, enhancing your self-awareness. Second, take time for reflection. Whether it's journaling about your day, contemplating a challenging situation, or just taking a few minutes to think about your feelings, reflection can provide valuable insights into your emotions and behavior. Finally, seek feedback. It's not always easy to see ourselves clearly. By seeking feedback from others, we can gain a different perspective, helping us understand ourselves better. This could be formal feedback, like a performance review at work, or informal feedback, like a conversation with a trusted friend or family member. Remember, self-awareness is not about being perfect. It's about understanding ourselves better so we can navigate our emotions more effectively. It's about growth and learning, not judgment or criticism. Becoming more self-aware is a journey, not a destination. So, take your time. Be patient with yourself. And remember, every step you take towards self-awareness is a step towards greater emotional intelligence. Scene script. How do you react when you're under stress or facing a challenging situation? This question brings us to the concept of self-regulation, a critical component of emotional intelligence. Self-regulation refers to our ability to manage our emotions, particularly in stressful situations. It's about the power of choice, the ability to decide how we respond to our emotions, rather than just reacting to them impulsively. Imagine being in a high-pressure meeting at work. Your boss criticizes your presentation in front of your colleagues. How would you react? Would you retaliate, becoming defensive or angry? Or would you remain calm, take a deep breath, and ask for specific feedback to improve? The latter response is an example of self-regulation. Why is self-regulation so important? Because it enables us to respond effectively to life's ups and downs. It helps us cope with stress, maintain calm under pressure, and avoid impulsive actions that we might regret later. In essence, self-regulation allows us to navigate life's turbulent waters with a steady hand on the helm. However, self-regulation doesn't mean suppressing our emotions. Far from it. It's about understanding our emotions, acknowledging them, and then choosing the most constructive response. It's about being the master of our emotions rather than their servant. So, how can we improve our self-regulation? There are several strategies that can help. One is to practice mindfulness, which involves focusing on the present moment without judgment. This can help us recognize our emotions as they arise, giving us the opportunity to choose our response. Another strategy is to develop coping mechanisms to manage our emotions. This could be anything from taking a few deep breaths to calm down, to going for a run to burn off anger or frustration. Finally, it's important to cultivate an attitude of resilience. Life will inevitably throw curveballs our way, but it's our response to these challenges that really matters. By understanding and managing our emotions effectively, we can bounce back from setbacks more quickly and maintain our equilibrium. Remember, it's not about suppressing our emotions, but understanding and managing them effectively. Why do we do what we do? What drives us? Motivation is the answer to these questions. It's the force that propels us forward, stirs us into action, and fuels our desire to achieve. In the realm of emotional intelligence, or EI, motivation plays an integral role. But what exactly is motivation? At its core, motivation refers to our reasons for acting or behaving in a certain way. It's the why behind our actions. There are two main types of motivation: intrinsic and extrinsic. Intrinsic motivation comes from within. It's driven by personal satisfaction, passion, or the joy of learning something new. On the other hand, extrinsic motivation is fueled by external factors like rewards, recognition, or avoiding negative outcomes. But how does motivation tie into emotional intelligence? Well, people with high EI are often highly motivated. They're self-driven, ambitious, and committed to their personal and professional goals. They're able to tap into their intrinsic motivation, harnessing their passion and drive to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. They're not just driven by external rewards, but by an inner desire to grow, learn, and succeed. Building and sustaining motivation is a crucial aspect of EI. Setting clear, achievable goals is a great place to start. When we have a clear vision of what we want to achieve, it becomes easier to maintain our drive and determination. Personal drives, such as a desire to learn, to excel, or to contribute to a larger purpose, can also be powerful motivators. But what happens when we face setbacks or demotivation? It's important to remember that it's completely normal to experience ups and downs in our motivation levels. The key is to recognize these dips and have strategies in place to overcome them. This could be revisiting our goals, seeking support, or simply taking a break to recharge. Remember, motivation isn't a constant state, but rather a journey with peaks and valleys. And the ability to navigate this journey, to keep pushing forward even when the going gets tough, is a testament to our emotional intelligence. Motivation is the fuel that drives us towards our goals. So let's keep that engine running strong. Have you ever tried to put yourself in someone else's shoes? This rhetorical question brings us to our fifth stop on our journey through the landscape of emotional intelligence: empathy. Empathy, in the simplest terms, is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. It's like a bridge, connecting our personal emotional island with those of others. And it's not just a single lane bridge, but a multi-lane superhighway, because there are different types of empathy. There's cognitive empathy, where you understand someone's perspective or mental state. Then there's emotional empathy, where you actually feel what the other person is feeling. And there's compassionate empathy, where you not only understand and feel, but are moved to help if needed. Now, why is this bridge of empathy so crucial? Well, it's the cornerstone of effective communication and strong relationships. It's the secret ingredient that makes us more human and less like solitary islands. It allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering understanding, trust, and mutual respect. But like any other skill, empathy is something we can enhance and develop. So how do we do that? Well, one way is through empathetic listening. This means not just hearing words, but really tuning into the emotions and underlying messages. It's about being present, showing genuine interest, and responding in a way that makes the other person feel heard and understood. Another way is through perspective taking. This involves imagining ourselves in the other person's situation, trying to see the world through their eyes. It can be as simple as asking ourselves, how would I feel if I were in their shoes? This simple question can open doors to a deeper understanding and compassion. But remember, empathy isn't a one-way street. It's not just about understanding others, but also about allowing others to understand us. Sharing our feelings and experiences can create a two-way bridge of empathy, fostering a deeper connection. So let's strive to build these bridges, to connect with others on a more meaningful level. After all, empathy isn't just about feeling for someone, it's about feeling with someone. How well do you play with others? This question might seem like it's straight from the playground, but it's also pertinent within the context of emotional intelligence. Social skills encompass our ability to interact harmoniously with others. They involve effective communication, conflict resolution, and the capacity to build rapport. In the realm of emotional intelligence, social skills are not just about being extroverted or being the life of the party. They're about navigating social situations with grace, understanding, and mutual respect. They're about knowing when to listen and when to speak, when to offer support, and when to ask for it. Improving our social skills starts with effective communication. This involves not just talking, but also listening. Active listening, where we fully engage with what the other person is saying, demonstrates empathy and understanding. It's about making the other person feel heard and valued. Conflict resolution is another critical social skill. It's inevitable that we'll butt heads with others from time to time. The key lies in how we handle these situations. Do we escalate them, or do we work towards a solution that's satisfactory to all parties involved? Effective conflict resolution involves empathy, understanding, and negotiation. Building rapport is about creating a sense of trust and mutual understanding. It's about finding common ground and forming connections based on shared interests or experiences. This doesn't mean pretending to be someone you're not. It means being genuine, open, and receptive to others. Lastly, networking and relationship management are vital parts of social skills. Networking isn't about collecting business cards. It's about building meaningful, mutually beneficial relationships. And relationship management involves maintaining and nurturing these relationships over time. In essence, social skills are about treating others as we'd like to be treated. It's about recognizing the value in each person we interact with and treating them with respect and kindness. Improving our social skills can help us build stronger and more meaningful relationships. So, let's start playing well with others, shall we? So, how can we use emotional intelligence in our daily lives, you may ask? Emotional intelligence is not just a buzzword, it's a practical tool that can be applied in almost every situation you encounter. Let's explore some examples. Imagine you're at work and your colleague seems upset. Instead of ignoring their mood or getting irritated, you use your emotional intelligence. You recognize their emotions, empathize with their situation, and engage in a conversation to understand and help them better. This response not only improves your working relationship, but also promotes a supportive and harmonious work environment. Or picture yourself in a heated discussion with a friend. Instead of letting your emotions get the best of you, you self-regulate. You take a step back, understand your emotions, and respond in a calm, composed manner. This approach not only prevents the situation from escalating, but also allows for constructive communication. But let's be honest, applying emotional intelligence can be challenging. It requires self-awareness, self-management, motivation, empathy, and social skills. It's about understanding your own emotions, managing them, motivating yourself, understanding others' emotions, and managing relationships effectively. It's a lot to handle. and it's okay to struggle with it. Remember, it's a journey and not a destination. So, what's the reward? Why should you invest time and effort into developing emotional intelligence? Well, the benefits are manifold. Strong emotional intelligence can enhance your personal relationships, improve your professional performance, and boost your overall well-being. It can help you navigate social complexities, lead and inspire others, and live a more fulfilling and balanced life. In essence, emotional intelligence is a skill that, like any other, can be honed and improved over time. It's about taking small steps every day, being patient with yourself, and embracing the journey of growth. And remember, the beauty of emotional intelligence lies in its universality. It's applicable and beneficial for everyone, regardless of age, profession, or background. Emotional intelligence is a skill that can be developed and improved over time. So why not start today? Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned about emotional intelligence. We started with understanding the very concept of emotional intelligence, its historical evolution, and its significance in our personal and professional lives. We then delved into the first pillar, self-awareness, and how mindfulness, reflection, and feedback can enhance our understanding of our emotions. We learned that self-regulation, the second pillar, is all about managing our emotions, staying calm under pressure, and employing effective coping mechanisms. The third episode introduced us to the role of motivation in emotional intelligence. We discussed different types of motivation, how to set goals, and ways to overcome setbacks. Empathy, the fourth pillar, was up next. We explored its different types and importance in relationships and communication. We also looked at exercises to enhance our empathetic understanding, focusing on the role of listening and perspective-taking. Next, we focused on social skills, the fifth pillar, discussing their relevance in emotional intelligence and ways to improve our communication, conflict resolution, and rapport building. In the final episode before this, we applied everything we've learned into practical scenarios in daily life. We discussed the challenges and rewards that come with developing emotional intelligence, emphasizing the long-term benefits of this journey. But remember, this is just the beginning. Emotional intelligence is not a destination, but a journey that requires continuous learning and practice. So keep exploring, keep questioning. There are numerous resources available for further education and development, books, online courses, and workshops. Engage with them, and you'll find yourself evolving, not just as an individual, but as a member of your community. And above all, don't forget to be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and growth is often slow and gradual. But every step you take in this journey brings you closer to becoming a more emotionally intelligent individual. Remember, the journey to emotional intelligence is a lifelong process. Keep learning, keep growing. Thank you for joining us on this insightful journey into the world of emotional intelligence. If you found this video useful and believe it could help others, please remember to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and colleagues. And don't forget, your journey of emotional intelligence doesn't end here. There's so much more to learn, explore, and apply. We'll continue to provide more resources and insights to help you master your mindset. So, stay tuned for our upcoming videos. And remember, the journey to emotional intelligence is a lifelong process. Keep learning, keep growing, and above all, be patient with yourself. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.